Lanier's back.
Hi everybody.
We're going to review Green Water by Jacques Fath. And at the end you're going to find out about how to win a 50 ml bottle of Green Water if you stick around.
And I'm not eligible, right? No, I'm not. So stay tuned.
Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian. That's right, Lanier is back. He and I are going to review Green Water, the 2016 edition. This was created by Cecile Zarokian. It's a redo of their original. It dates back to the 50s, I think.
The 50s? When Jacques Fath was
clothing designer.
One of the three biggies in France after the war. It was him and Christian Dior and Balenciaga.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you know your fashion history.
I know my fashion history behind Jacques Fath.
You know I almost went to fashion school.
You did?
Fashion design school, yeah.
Oh my God, you could have been on Project Runway.
Oh, I guess I could have. That was before Project Runway days. But anyway, this was launched by Jacques Fath, or recreated by Panouge, who bought Jacques Fath. So they did it in 2016 with 3 other fragrances, rereleased. They did, so it's a unisex fragrance, retails for like this 200 ml bottle for $215.
That's 200 ml, it's really big.
Correct. And I'm still not able to find the 50 ml retail prices here in the States, but I'll put the 50 ml euro prices down as well. So for notes for Green Water, we have in the top neroli, bergamot, mandarin orange, and lemon. Heart notes, we have basil, tarragon, mint, clove, caraway. And in the base notes, we've got vetiver, oak moss, ambergris, and musk. So have you tried this edition of Green Water?
I haven't had any Jacques Fath since I reviewed the Jacques Fath Pour Homme, I believe it is, years ago, which was a vintage bottle from, I guess, the 60s.
Oh.
Which I loved, and it was beautiful. But I'm so excited that they've relaunched this house, so to speak, and that they're paying homage to the great designer, and they're bringing these beautiful fragrances to us, and incredible packaging.
Beautiful bottle.
Yes.
Magnetic cap.
Oh, perfect.
I love it when it's
magnetic. Thank you, Dior.
Plus it sprays great. Do you want to be sprayed with it?
Yes. Now, I've been testing perfumes all day, all over town since I've visited.
Should we get a strip?
Let's do a strip.
Okay. You've got the mint, you've got lots of, in the heart you've got a lot of the herbal notes.
Right. And that's what I'm picking up. Of course there's neroli, mandarin orange and lemon, and that's floating on the top, but the mint is really
elevated.
Beautiful. Elevated, beautiful. Oh, let's try some on right about here.
I can smell it, and it smells wonderful.
Now on the skin, it's much more orangey, much more citrusy in the opening.
So your skin brings out the citrusness.
Yes, I can't smell the mint on my skin at all, but on the paper I can, which is interesting.
So to me, this fragrance has a lot of meaning for me because my dad wore it.
Oh, really? He wore the original vintage version from the
70s version.
60s, 70s?
Yeah, and that's when I remember, and I used to grab it and smell it from him. So it does have a lot of meaning to me, and I love the fact that they brought it back. And that logo is so awesome on here.
Isn't that logo
I think that's like a tailoring logo, right? Like,
well, it looks to me like the rampant lions of the British flag, or the British the royal house, but it's a French company, so I don't know why. And there's a royal crown above it, and cross swords in, who knows? But that looks very British to me, not French at all. But,
no, But Jacques Fath was French, right?
French, yes.
So there's no more. He's no longer with us.
No.
And so there's no clothing being made from the company.
As far as I know, they may have relaunched the clothing line. I'm not sure.
I don't think, yeah.
You would have to ask someone like Super Jacob about that, because he is our go-to for fashion.
Oh, really? Okay.
And Chanel.
And Chanel. For me, I find this to be one of the easiest fragrances to wear. And I also think that if you're a lover of Eau Sauvage and fragrances like that, you're definitely going to like this. And if you don't know this one, it's not one of those mass fragrances. So you're going to have to go to Barney's to, check these fragrances out, or get yourself some samples if you can. But I think most people know about Green Water.
Yeah, if they don't, they do now, that's for sure. And I have to say that this is a perfect scent for summer and spring. And as I'm wearing it, it's becoming a little more gourmand. There's a kind of gourmand.
Really?
Maybe it's the clove. The clove is really, and basil. So that I'm getting a little feeling of, boy, this would be the perfect thing to wear on the Mexican Riviera.
Oh, really?
Lying in the sun. Oh, it's beautiful.
I find this to be beautiful as well. Of course, it has that meaning to me because of my dad, but it sprays on with some of my favorite citrus notes, with the neroli and lots of oranges and bergamot. And then as soon as you spray it on, the herbal notes do come pop up, and you know, the basil and the mint. So it kind of becomes very aromatic, and it dries down to vetiver. Most of the vetiver comes through with me.
Yeah, I'm not getting that yet. No vetiver or oak moss or ambergris. Maybe a little musk, but I think that'll probably come down in about an hour. That'll show up.
I think so. But overall, I find it to be, as I said, a very easy fragrance to wear. Perfect for the hotter days. It's very, very refreshing. Also, I think it's a perfect fragrance for someone to wear like every day. If they have a signature scent, it's that kind of a scent. And it's a very office
Yes,
scent.
I was about to say that it would be very office friendly. Absolutely.
So it's for the person that doesn't think about fragrance too much. It's easy to wear. You can put it on, and you can replenish at the end of the day, you know, after the end of the work day, and go out with with something.
But in saying that it's easy to wear, it doesn't mean that it's not complex or interesting at all.
Oh, totally complex. No.
It's very complex, very interesting, and it has something to offer for the fragrance connoisseur as well as the novice.
Correct. Especially, also, it has that beautiful history behind it as a brand that is very, very well known.
And it really is lovely that you have a sense memory connected to it.
I do, yes. Dad got me into fragrance.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't get me into fragrance. It was because of him that I got into fragrance. So
It's wonderful.
that memory is awesome. So,
Well, here, cheers to Dad.
cheers to
And to
Dad.
Jacques Fath.
Yes.
And to Green Water.
Green water, yes. Too bad we're not drinking green water.
Well, you know, my feeling about longevity is that I love the ritual of applying fragrance. And so the more times I get to put it on, the better. So if it lasts maybe 2 hours, I don't mind reapplying. I mean, I think it was Diana Vreeland just said something about Americans not understanding fragrance and how the more you use it, I'm just paraphrasing, but the more you use it, the more you reapply, the more you become, the more it becomes part of you, and it's just it's a wonderful ritual. I'm just not making any sense right now, but you know, it's nothing wrong with reapplying. And longevity, when people complain about longevity, it doesn't last very long. I say, well, take it with you in your backpack and put it on again, or it just gives you a perfect chance to change your scent in the middle of the day or in the evening. So
Correct.
That's my little rant on longevity.
That's absolutely right. These bottles are so big enough that you can decant them and take decants with you. But for me, I get about 5.5 to 6 hours with this one.
And that's respectable.
Yeah, with
that's
this
a
one,
respectable amount of time.
First hour, you get a nice big projection, but after that, it's mostly a skin scent. But you know, you go through the whole top notes.
The whole process, right. And there's something to be said about when you think you're not, you can't smell it. It doesn't mean other people can't smell it.
Correct. You become anosmic to it.
Anosmic to it, and you're still maybe projecting, but you think, oh, this isn't working, but it's still maybe working.
Yeah, true. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You like green water.
I love it.
Great. Guys, if you want to participate in a giveaway for a 50 ml bottle of green water, all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed here. Put a comment down as to why you like the idea of green water. Also, let us know if you've tried it before and what your favorite classic fragrance is. Please also put down your state, as this is open to USA residents, so that we can qualify you. Other than that, please let us know what you think about green water in general so we can get a conversation started. Have you tried green water? Have you tried any Jacques Fath fragrances? Let us know so we can get that conversation started. Also, I'll have a link to Lanier's channel. You can follow him as well. in the information box. And other than that, please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Should I do it with the glasses on?
It's up to you. Of course, we'll look like cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh like they talk like. I've had too much to drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Michael's back.
Lanier. Okay.